Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm the K-pop mailman, and it's an exciting night because it is an ENHYPEN comeback night, and really excited about this because I have no idea what we're getting into. I usually react to the teasers, and I planned to do that, but as you can see, I'm moving. I'm in the middle of moving right now. I got like a little bit more than a week left until I got to get everything out of my house here. And so it's just been a task. And with my work, and it's the busy season for me as a mailman, it just has not been easy. So I haven't been able to watch anything. So like I got the premiere up, and I'm not watching what's happening. I got the volume off because they show a lot of the teasers and stuff like that. So I don't know anything. I don't know the dance. I have no idea what sound. Oh, we're going in. Here it is. Center Jake, baby. Ooh, we're going vocals. Oh, I was like, that's Heesun. Oh, our little MJ. I feel like I've seen them do that before. That's the exact position that Jay was in. Now we're gonna go back in the hallway. Who is it? Interesting. Jay, yeah. Oh, that guitar, that stanky guitar. Yes, sir. It's so funky. A bridge? This is all Nicki, dude. He's just... This is... Wow. Venom. Venom. It's always just too short. God, it's always too short every time. Even though we did get a bridge there, which we just never get anymore. I feel like we just don't get bridges anymore. In a lot of songs, it's not just in Hyphen, but like I feel like bridges are just kind of a thing of the past a lot of times. Wow, I'm so shocked. I just because not knowing at all going in what we were gonna have. Nothing. I mean, I haven't heard anything. I hadn't heard anything. I hadn't, obviously I'd seen their concept photos early on, more for like the versions, nothing to do with the music video. So yeah, I had no idea. This is so very obviously like MJ inspired, Michael Jackson. And of course that's 100% in Nicki's wheelhouse. As you know, if you watched Island, you remember him and his little Michael Jackson dance he did, and obviously he did that when he was younger as well. We've seen that, and the outfits they're wearing. I mean, like the shoes, the socks with the black, like the kind of the high water pants. Isn't that what they call them? Because it's like higher than the sock. And just like even the sweet it's just very MJ in that sense. And then the sound itself is so funky, very throwback. And it is something very different in the K-pop industry. I don't feel like funk is a kind of sound that they go with. So this is very it was I mean it wasn't all funk. It had a lot of funk to it, but there was, more there's a lot of pop to it of course as well. So it was an interesting balance and contrast and just very different. So different for them, but also so different for the K-pop industry, I feel like, from my experiences. I'm pretty versed, but there's definitely plenty of K-pop out there and I've missed a lot. So, um I don't know. I don't even know. I'm just so in shock right now, to be honest. The boys looked absolutely stunning as always. That's just never, a question. Um, it just felt. How long was that? It felt so quick. 2.5. God, I hate this. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I'm always honest. I'm always. This is my group. Obviously. Um, they're my number one group, and I absolutely love these boys. But like, I'm not a massive fan of the whole low 2 minute songs, because like this is a 2 minute and 33 second music video, which probably isn't how long the actual song is. It's probably even less than that. And I understand, I don't want people to force when you're in the production, when they're writing and they're doing all of that. I don't want to force a song to be longer just for the sake of being longer. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is I hate I don't know. I just hate that we've kind of gotten into this space in multimedia consumption where everything is so much shorter. Even our videos that we watch seem to be a lot more short. And that's I don't know if that's an attention span thing. I mean, I'm sure it can be because there's plenty. I love watching long form videos, and I also like watching short form videos, but I feel like as a whole we've just moved to so much like instant gratification, need short everything's shorter, and like I miss those 3 to 4 minute songs where just you really got to listen to a story being told by the artist. You're feeling the emotions, and I feel like when the songs are this short, you don't give enough time to get that invested, if you will. It's catchy. You get that. A lot of these shorter songs they tend to be more catchy and they tend to be um a hit in that manner where they're, viral because of that or, little productions, little parts that like the hooks and stuff like that. And, there's that side of music and I like that side of the music too. But I do prefer that emotional journey, that storytelling. And I really do miss that. I really do miss that with a lot of groups. This isn't like just an Enhypen thing. And, Enhypen tends to do very well with their storytelling, obviously. And I'm not talking about just video because obviously we know we get a lot of that. But I do feel like, um, you go back to like Give and Take and like that is that's a story telling about all of that. And I just feel like I didn't get that here. But I was also very distracted with just being overwhelmed with everything. And so I very well missed all the lyrics. So I'm kind of going on a ramble here, but this is just feelings I've had about a lot of groups and stuff lately. And I love my boys, and that doesn't change here. I think the song's catchy as shit. I think it's gonna be it's already I already like it, but it's gonna continue to just grow on me and just be one of those earworms. I just kind of wish the industry as a whole would move away from focusing so heavily on things having to be earworms, if that makes sense. Because I think that tends to be the case a lot anymore with most groups, especially groups that aren't self-produced as much. Which I know the boys have had, they've had their hand in things here and there. I don't know about this one because I've been so unfortunately been kind of so detached from this comeback because of my house situation. Selling a house is not a fun situation. So I don't know. Like normally ahead of time, we know if the boys wrote anything, if the boys worked on choreos. I mean, sometimes we find out about that after the fact, like Nikki on Bite Me. But like I don't know if they had their hand in this, and I know they've had their hand in some stuff. I wish they had their hand in more. They're very much capable, but I've had my issues with Hive lately. If you follow me on Twitter, I've talked about it. And I've just talked about it to other people. I think they've gotten very money hungry. I think it's one of the reasons that Bang PD stepped down and focused more on the creative side of things instead of the business side of things. Because money runs the world. I mean, it just does. It's just how it is. So I think that instead of letting them produce, maybe they're not ready, but instead of letting them have a heavier hand into producing and allowing us more expression instead of just more catchy shit, because that's what sells. Um, I think the company wants that stuff because that's what sells and that's what they care about is they care about money. I don't know. I've gotten into a ramble here at this point, but I love these boys so much to my core. If you know me in this channel at all, you know this. So I just want what's the best for them, and this is awesome. I'm excited to listen to the rest of the album, but I do have worries about that. I think the industry as a whole, like I said, it's not just in hyping. I think this is a problem among the industry for a lot of groups. And I just really don't want it to happen to my boys. Um, so let me know in the comments if you know anything, because like I said, I have unfortunately been a little bit detached from this comeback. I just have not had the time to consume. I just don't have the time to consume as much as I used to when it comes to all this stuff. Every day I wake up and there's a bunch of notifications on Twitter because I obviously have their notifications turned on and B-Lift and all that. And like I don't have time, unfortunately, to read all the articles. I don't have time to watch everything with my full-time job, being a father, and now I'm moving. And I just haven't had time with this one. So you let me know down in the comments if if they did have a hand in this in any way, or anything like that, and just let me know your thoughts on this. As an industry, where things are kind of have been heading for a while, and if you feel the same way. I really hope nobody takes this as me being like I don't like the boys, because that's never the case and has never been the case. So don't try to twist it in that way, or you do what you will, because people will. They'll take whatever they want from this. But man, it's catchy. I enjoyed it. They look fucking amazing. That's never a question. I miss like the give and take in and the fever and I don't know. It felt more emotion filled, and I connect with that music a lot more. And that doesn't mean you can't have fun stuff. I mean, they've done plenty of fun stuff, and those things are great too. But I just feel like it's lately so much leans into the earworm stuff, and I don't know. I just don't want it to just become that all the time, because there's so much more than that. There's so much talent here, and I'm glad that I mean we got some. You got to hear some great vocals here. Where was Sung Hoon though? We'll throw that out there. Unless I just like blacked out. I mean, I know he was there. I can see him. I'm just saying, like, we got a lot of vocal focus on pretty much every member. I feel like Jung Wan was kind of on the lighter end too, but Sung Hoon was like, I feel like nowhere to be found. But it's also one of those things in music videos. Sometimes it doesn't always show the person who's singing. So when we get like live stages and stuff, you'll see a lot more. And I'm not a big stickler on line distribution or anything like that. It's because certain songs, some people thrive or are better for those lines, and I get that, and so I'm completely okay with that. But I do feel like he was just not even really here, in this video. But I don't know. I've rambled on long enough. This video is gonna be, way too long. I'm excited to check out the rest of the album. As always, I will check that album out on my own time. I don't do album first listens anymore. It's just way too much to do editing wise. It gets blocked. It's just a nightmare. So I'll listen to that probably tomorrow, or maybe when I'm going to sleep now, because I know there's only about 5 tracks, I think it was. And I know they're promoting Sweet Venom and another one. I just saw this article, but my head just doesn't retain anything right now. I've been just so busy. Um, and I was even contemplating just waiting till tomorrow to react to this, because I'm exhausted. It's midnight here, and I've been moving stuff all day. But I wanted to sit down. I miss my boys. I miss them. I didn't get to go to their concert this last tour. I kind of feel like that was rushed too. Another money grab, in my opinion. Just saying. I've definitely mentioned that on Twitter too. I think they should have waited until maybe this album, then go on tour. I'm not sure why we released one mini album and then we're like, let's go on tour again. I just think it's rough on the boys. I think it's not enough content. I think it's a money grab. But so there's my feelings on Hype and some of the directions, and Hyping has kind of gotten pushed personally, but I love Center Jake here. Getting to see my man's right there first thing. But I don't know, guys. I don't know. This is a late night ramble rant at this point, but let me know what you guys thought down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I will be trying to get more content out to you guys here as soon as I can. Like I said, I have like a week and a half left, less than that almost, before I have to like be out of this house. So I got to take all this setup here, and move it to my new location as soon as I can, and then I can start filming again, then I can start editing again and stuff like that. So it might be another week or so before I got some more videos for you guys. But excuse me. But trust me, I do have a little list that I want to do. I want to do Stray Kids Comeback. They had. I really want to do Viviz. Which is that how you pronounce it? It's been so long since I've pronounced it out loud. Viviz. My girls from G Friend. I want to do that. There's a couple other that I had written down that I'd like to do too. So I have stuff that I want to react to. I just have not had the time, guys. So I appreciate you spending your time with me. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful night, day, morning, whatever it is for you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.